Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the part 1 placement for ALEKS Math 1314 Colors Algebra. And let's start. First thing, truncate it and round it. Truncate it means, here's the number. Truncate it means 2 decimal places, means cut it off right there. That doesn't matter. Just say 3.56 is truncated. Round it off. So what you do is you look at the number before, after it. 56, 8. Since 8 is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, yes. Make it bigger. So this is going to be 3.57. Round it, truncate it. Distribute this. So 3 times 2, 6x. 3 times 5, 15. And we're done. Absolute value of 3 minus 19. So that's going to be negative 16. Absolute value of negative 16 is a positive 16. So it's 16. Example. Absolute value of 2 is 2. Absolute value of negative 2 is 2. Absolute of 0 is 0. Absolute of negative 2.5 is 2.5. 1 and 1/3 is 1/3. 2/3 is 2/3. Simplify this. 50 over 40. Let's break it into prime numbers. 2 divides 50. And 5 divides 25. 5 divides that. So 2 times 5 times 5 is 50. Up there. 40. 2 divides it. 2 divides it. 2 divides it. And 5 divides that. So we have 2, 2, 2, 5. Notice that the 2's go. 5's go. What's left over is 5. And 2 times 2 is 4. 5/4. Next one. Negative 2/3 times 15 over 4. Well, same thing. Let's go ahead and factor this out. 15 is 3 times 5. 4 is 2 times 2. Once they set it up like that, cancel 3, it cancels 3. And we can get the 2 and the 2. So 2 cancels 2. Negative 1 times 5 left over 2. And that's going to be negative 5 over 2. Divide the two fractions. So first thing we need to do, reciprocal of this one. Flip it. Boom. So now let's factor this one out. 18 is 3 times 3 times 2. It's 18. 25 is 5 times 5. Now let's see what we can cancel out. Let's see. We have a 2 and a 2. We have a 3 and a 3. 5 and a 5. What's left over is 3 on top. And we have 5 times that is negative 5. So we have 3 over negative 5 or negative 3 over 5. That's it. Subtract the two fractions. Same denominators. So you can just put them together. So we're going to have 8 minus 20. Negative 12 over 26. But factor this out. 12. 2 divides it. 2 divides it. 3 divides it. So 2, 2, 3, and a negative 1 to the top. 2 times 13 is the bottom number, 26. Cancel the 2's. What's left over is 3, 2, and 81. So that's going to give you a negative 6 over 13. Alright. At the two fractions, the numbers are different at the bottom. See that? So let's factor this out. 2 times 3 is the 6, and 5 is just 5. 6 is 2 and 3, 5 is 5. So the LCD is the 2, the 3, the 5 together, which is 30. Make them both 30s. Multiply 5 times 6, 5 times that, 5 over 30. And multiply 6 times that, 6 times that, 24 over 30. So 5 plus 24 over 30 is 29 over 30. That's it. We're done. Divide the two fractions. So there's one top, one on the bottom. Go ahead and get the reciprocal of this and just flip it upside down. Right there. And then let's factor this out. 14, again, is 2 times 7. Negative 1 times 2 times 7 is that one. 3 is 3. 9 is 3 times 3. And 8 is 2, 2, 2. Cancel out what we can. We have 2 and a 2, 3 and a 3. Leftovers are negative 1 and 3. And 7. So that's going to be 21 negative. And the bottom we have, the denominator we have 2, 2, 4. So 21, negative 21 over 4. Add or subtract these. Well, negative and positive together, but the numbers are different. So 2, 2, 2, 2 is 8. It's 4. 2 times 7 is, so we have 8 is 2, 2, 2. 14 is 2 and 7. We have 3 2's and a 7, which is a 56. They both got to be 56. Lowest common denominator. 7 times that, 7 times that, we got negative 35, 56. 4 times 14, 4 times that, we get 56. Put them together, negative 35 plus 4 on top of 36. It's going to be negative 31 over 56. evaluate the exponential expression. Negative 4 parentheses square means do it twice. Negative 4 times negative 4. And a negative to negative is a what? Positive 16. Alright, next one. Negative 7 to the 3 power. Negative 7, negative 7, negative 7. 3 times. So that's going to be 49. 49 to negative 7, negative 343. Negative 13 squared, but no parentheses. So it means the negative sign stays. 13 to 13 is 169. It's going to be negative 169. Evaluate the expression. Let's use order operations. We have multiplication, we have addition, multiplication. So that's the first two. First two we see is 4 times 3 is 12. Bring it down. And then we see 8 times 6 is 48. 48 and 12 is 60. The other order operations, so we have 2 minus 4, 7 times 2. So let's do the multiplication. 7 times 2 is 14. Bring everything else down. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2, plus 14 than that. 14 minus 2 is 12. 12 and 5 is 17 for the end. Another order operation. So we have 3 minus 2 is 1. And 7 times 1 is 7. And 7 minus 7 is 0 inside here. So now we have 0 times this is a 0. Now, order operations again. We have 4 plus 2 times 7. Multiplication first, yes. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 and 4 is 18. More order operations, that's fine. 10 minus 8 is 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. So now we have 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. Now, we have 8 minus 2 in parentheses. So 8 minus 2 is 6, and 4 plus 2 times 6. So 2 times 6 is 12, 4 and 12 is 16. Now we have another order operation. We have an exponent. Parentheses, exponent, multiply, divide, add, subtract. So we need to use the exponent first. 4 times 4 is 16. So now we need to have 7 times 16, 112. Bring the negative 17 down, and those together is going to give you 895. Another order operation, you have an exponent again. Let's do that first. 3 times 3 is 9. So now we have, and let's go back again. So we have now 7 times 2 is 14. Bring this down. So 14 minus 36 is a negative 22. Another order operation, 8 minus 4 is 4 squared. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 5 is 80. Another one. 5 minus 4 is 1. And we have 3 plus 2 times 1, multiplication. 2. 2 and 3 is 5. Inside parentheses right here. So 3 minus 5 is negative 2. A negative of a negative is a positive. So 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. Next one. 2 plus 5, do that first. 7. 7 times 5 is 35 and 5. That's going to give you 40. And then 5 times 40 is 200. You can just do it the long way. You don't have to do technology. 3/4 squared means twice. So 3 over 7 minus 9 over 16. So what's the LCD of this? Let's find out. 7, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So the LCD is 112. This one by 16, that one by 16 gives you 48 over 112. That times that times that gives you 63 over 112. Put together, you have negative 15 over 112. So now, evaluate this with a 6. So we'll put the 6 in there. 6 squared, 2 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 2 times that is going to be negative 12. And that 36 minus 12 is 24. Plus 6 more is 30. Simplify this. 8x plus 2x is going to put them together. 8 and 2 is 10x. Like 8 cats, 2 cats. 8 dogs, 2 dogs. 10. Simplify the expression. Put x's together with x's. So we have x and x. 6 minus 9, negative 3. And negative 4 and 17 is positive 13y. So negative 3x plus 13y. Same thing, combine like terms. We have x, we have x, we have x. So this and this is going to be 1 minus 9 is negative 8x we have negative 4, positive 5 is 1. Simplify this. 4 times z is 4z. 4 times 16. 4 times 6 is 24. Bring this down. 4z minus 6z is negative 2z. And then 24, bring it down. Now, evaluate this with a negative 4. So put negative 4, negative 4. That's negative 4 times negative 4. It doesn't copy it. That's 16 times negative 2 is 32 negative. And this is positive negative 16. So that one and that one is negative 48 minus 3, negative 51. Square root of 100. What times what is 100? 10. Square root of 9 over 48 fraction. Let's break it up in two fractions. Fraction square root of the top, square root of the bottom. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 49 is 7. This square root of z to the 38th power. Just divide. Pretend there's a 2 in there. And 2 divides this power here. 2 divides that how many times? 19. So z to the 19. Just divide the powers. Square root of 18. Can't do that one, so let's break it up. 2 times 3 times 3 is 18. Bring it back. And 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 times 2 is 18. So square root of 9. 2, bring it down. And 3. And then square root of 2 comes down. Fraction. Square root of the top. Square root of the bottom. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 49, 7. 121 is 11 times 11, so that's 11 squared, x squared. Divide 2 into the powers. 2 divides it, 2 divides it, 2 divides that once, 2 divides that 1, so 11x. And if you assume that they're positive, it's just 11x. Find the area and circumference. Well, area is pi r squared. Radius is 3, so 3 times 3 is 9. 9 pi is the area. Circumference of this, well, r is 3, so 2 pi r. 2 pi times 3, 2 times that is 6 pi. So circumference is 6 pi, area is 9 pi. For that circle right there. Find the area of a triangle. The height is 6 and the base is 8. Area is 1/2 base height, and that's going to be 8 times 6, 48. 48 over 2 is going to give you a 24. Simplify the following. M to the 3, M to the 2, just add the powers. 3 plus 2 on top is a M5. Multiply these out. So we're going to have that 2 times negative 4. It's going to be the negative 8. And x to the 7, x to the 3. Add those powers up, you're going to get x to the 10. Simplify this. Alright, so we have 17 on top, 9. Subtract little power from big number. The big power on top is big. 17 is bigger. So take 17, take away 9, it's going to give you x to the 8. Take the little from the big. This one, 16 and 12, factor it out. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. And 2 times 2 times 3 is 12. 2's are gone. And we have A7, A4. So this is what's left over here. 2, 2 over 3. Subtract 4 from 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. And this is 4 thirds. A3 left over. Rewrite this. 9 to the negative 4. Flip it around. 1 over 9 to the positive 4 power. And that's going to be what? 9, 9, 9, 9. So that's going to be 1 over 65, 61. Ready? Multiply numbers and numbers. Letters and letters. 4 times 6, 24. And we have x to the 4. X to the 4 is x to the 8. Alright, and then we also have y to the 2 and y to the 3. That's going to be y to the negative 1. But bring it to the bottom, because it has a negative power. And now we're going to have this left over. X to the 19, 4. Well, multiply 4 times 19 is a 76. X to the 4 to the negative 9 power. So multiply the two numbers. Negative 9 times 4 is negative 36. Rewrite it. 1 over x to the 36. Negative times negative is going to be a positive 56. So x 56, we're done. This one, 3 to the 1, x to the 1, multiply the powers. 3 times that, 3 times that. So 3 to the 3, x to the 3, and 3 to the 3 means 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27x cubed. This one, 4 to the 1, x, y to the 4, 3 times that, the powers again. So 4 to the third and y to the 12. But 4 to the third means 4, 4, 4. That's going to be a 64, y 12. 1 power times the powers again. Negative 1 times that is negative 5. Negative 1 times that, negative 5 times that is negative 15. Rewrite them, 1 over 2 to the 5 to 8 to the 15, or 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those is a 32. 1 over 32, 8, 15. This one, z1 multiplied by 3 in the powers, z to the 3 over 6 to the 3, and multiply this number, it's going to give you 216 in the bottom, z3 over 216. Now, same thing, multiply the powers. So 4 times 9 and 4 times 3, x 36, y 12, that's it, we're done. Multiply the powers, put 1 in 1, that times that times that one. So we're going to have multiplication, we have 6 and 8, 3, 7 and 3, flip them. That one's the top, that one's the bottom. And 7, 7, 7 is this, and the 6 and 6 and 6 and 6 is 216. This one, let's factor it out first, 12. Factor it out, and 4, 2, 2. So 2, 2, and 3 is 12, and 2, 2 is 4. So now, cancel, we have 3 left over. Subtract 4 from the 6, 6 minus 4, 5 from the 6, right there. So we have a 3, x is a 2, and y 1, or 1, you don't need it. Again, power, put 1 power there, 1 there, so multiply powers, 2 times that, 2 times that, 2 times that. So that's going to give you 7 to the 2, x to the 10, y to the 2. 7 times 7 is this one here, which is 49, x 10, y 2. Put 1 and 1 in there, multiply the powers, so we have z to the negative 2, 5 to the negative 2, flip them around, upside down. 5 squared on top, z squared on the bottom. 5 times 5 is 25 over z squared. Simplify this. Alright, since we do have parentheses plus, nothing changes, so just take out parentheses. Add x squares and x squares, and then 12x and then 3x, and then 12 and minus 3 is 9. This one, there's a minus there. So this one stays the same, but this one changes negative, and negative, and negative. All the signs change over here. So now you have 12x squared minus that is this. 10 minus 5 is 5. 6 minus 4 is 2. Change the signs on it because of the negative sign. Let's multiply this. So we have the 6 and negative 3 is negative 18. Powers add them x3, x5, and y1 and y7. So negative 18, x8, y8. Same thing for this one. Put 1s in there. So the first one, so it's going to be 6 times that's going to be 6. X to the 1 and 1 plus 2 is 3. That one times that one's going to be 30. X to the 1 plus 1 is a 2. And that times that is going to give you 54x. This one, they put a 1 there where there's nothing there. Or it's a 1. So first one, that times that's going to give you negative 32. 5 plus 2 power, and the b1. And that's going to give negative 24, x5 plus 1, b1 plus 1. And last one, it's going to give you a 8a5, b1 plus 5 at the powers. So we have negative 32, a7b, negative 24, xc, 6, b2, 8, a5, and b6. That's it. Find the product, void it. That's another way to say it. So ready? 4 times 4 is 16x squared. 4 times negative 7, negative 28. That turns out positive 28x. And that turns out negative 49. 28 minus 28 goes away. You're left with this. X 16x squared minus 49. Square this one. X minus 9 twice. So x times x squared, x times that, negative 9x. That turns out is negative 9x. Negative to negative is positive. But this is going to stay. Negative 9 is going to stay as negative 18x. So x squared minus 18x plus 81. This one. X times x is x squared. X times that is minus 8x. 10 times that is 10x. 10 times that minus 80. And this together right here is going to give you x squared plus 2x minus 80. This one. 5x plus 6, 5x minus 1. So 5 times 5 is 25x squared. 5 times that is negative 5x. 6 times that is 30x. 6 times that is negative 6. Put these together in the middle. 25x squared plus 25x minus 6. Product does is 2 by 3. So first one, x times that, x cubed, x times that, 3x squared, x times that, 8x. Now this one, 2 times that, this one, 2 times 3, 6, and 2 times 8, 16. Put them together, x cubed, that's all. 3x squared, 2x squared, 5x squared, 8x and 6, 14x, and 16. We're done. Bit harder. So multiply the first one times the first one. It's this. First times the second one. That. Next one, middle one. Middle one times that. Middle one times that. And then the last one, 2 times that is this. And 2 times that one is that. So now, all this left over, we have cubes. And we have 15x squared. Let's see. Is that it? Let's do it again one more time. That times that is that. That times that is that. And that times that. 3 times 5 is. Let's see. That's good. And then 2 times that is 2x and that. Ah, that's a square missing. There it is. And 2 times that is 6x. And 2 times that is 8x. And 2 times that is 6. Okay, so now let's add them up. So we have 20x cubed. And we have 23x squared. 6 and 8 is 14x. And the 6, yeah, there's a little 2 missing right there. Got it. Next one. We have 8x times that one is this. 8x times that one is that. 8x times that one is this one. Negative 5. Negative 5. Negative 5. And then we have 2 times that is 8. 2 times that is 6. 2 times 5 is 10. Put them together. What do we have? 32x squared. Yes. And we have negative 44xy. Okay. And we have 48x only. Yes. And the y squares, we have 15y squared. Yeah. And the y's, we have negative 31y and then the 10. Yep. That's good. So now, solve this. We have negative 9x minus 4 equals 14. So add 4. Negative 9 equals, negative 9x equals 18. Divide by negative 9, divide by negative 9. X equals negative 2. You can check it if you want to. Solve this one. Subtract 6, subtract 6. 12y equals 16. Divide by 12, divide by 12. Factor this one here. So 2, 2, 2, 2 is 16. 2, 2, and 3 is 12. Cancel, cancel. So you have 2, 2 over 3. That's going to be 4 over 3. Multiply the parentheses first. 2 times that is 2x. 2 times that is negative 8. Bring it down. Add 8 to both sides. These are gone. 2x is 14. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. X is what? 7. You can always put it back and check it. This one. Parentheses. Just multiply this out. So you have negative 2x plus 4 minus 1 equals this. So this would be negative 2x plus 3. 4x plus 45. So now, minus 3 minus 3. These are gone. So minus 2x equals 4x plus 42. Minus 4x minus 4x. So we have negative 6x is 42. Divide by negative 6. Divide by negative 6. So x must be what? Negative 7. LCD of 3, 15, 5 must be 15. So multiply everything by 15, 15, 15. So 3 divides 15, 5. 15 divides 15, 1. 5 divides 15, 3. Multiply. So 5 times that one is 20y. 1 times that is 1y. 63. So we have 21y equals 63. Divide by 21. Divide by 21. So y must be what? 3. Solve for k. Alright, so we have f equals knw. Divide by nw. These cancel. So we have f over nw is k. So f over nw is the answer. For literal equation. Just letters. Solve for x. So we go minus gy minus gy. So cx equals k minus gy. And now divide by c. So we have x equals k minus gy over c right there. Or you can break it in two fractions if you want to. You can also do it this way if you feel like it. K over c and gy over c. That's another way to do it. Alright. Solve for h. Divide by r, u over r equals h. We're done. Solve for y. So minus 4x. So we have y equals 12 minus 4x. Rewrite this. Let's put y, negative 4x, and then the 12. Next one, 7x plus 2y equals 11. Okay, let's subtract from both sides. 7x. 2y equals 11 minus 7x. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So y equals 11 over 2 minus 7x over 2. Or rewrite it as y equals negative 7 over 2x minus plus 11 over 2. Just flip these guys around. This one. Find a number a, so that the solution of ax is that. And the answer is going to have to be negative 3 for x. So a, I don't know. X is negative 3. So let's work it out from there. Negative 3a plus 3 equals 30. So minus 3 minus 3. So negative 3a is 27. Divide negative 3a by 3. This is by 3. So a must be what? Negative 9 for it to work there. And the greatest common factor from this numbers here. So 36x is 2233x. 14 is 2. What do they have in common? The 2 and 2. That's it. That's the greatest common factor. 5a squared minus 15a. What can we take out? Well, I say 5a because 5a times a is 5a squared. 5 times that is negative 15a. What can we take out from that? I say 4xy5. This will multiply back, see if it works. 4 times that is 36. X and y to the 6th power. And 4 times that is negative 40. X to the 2nd power, y to the 5. And 4 times 5 is negative 20. Positive sign. Let's fix it right now. There you go. Alright, so is that right? That one works. And that one works. And 4x y5 times this one's going to be 20. X to the 5 and y to the 7. Yes. What can you take out? Negative 24z. So negative 24z times z is that negative 24z to the 2nd power. And this times this is going to be positive 72z. That's it, we're done. Factor this. Look at the last number, 6. 6 and 1, 2 and 3. Which do you think gives you that? I say 2 and 3. So x plus 2, x plus 3. Check it. Let's see. X times x, x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 2 times that is 2x. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 and 2 is 5. So x squared plus 5x plus 6. Yes. This one. It's 40 can be 40 and 1, 20 that, 10 and that, 8 and 5. We say 8 and 5. Negative and negative. Let's check it. X times x, x squared. X times that negative 8x. That times that negative 5. That times that's positive 40. This together is negative 13. So x squared minus 13x plus 40. Yes, that one's good too. This one. Factor out. Well, last number is 48. So it can be any of these. Let's say 6 and 8. 6 and 8. Is that going to work? Let's check this. Let's just check it. X and x is x squared. X and that is minus 8x. This and this is 6x. That's going to be negative 48. So that's x squared minus 2x minus 48. That's good. It worked. Yes. Okay. This one. Factor the negative 2x first from this one. So negative 2x times that is a negative 2x cubed. Yes. Negative 2x times that is positive 4x squared. And negative to negative is a positive 6x. Now, inside we have 3. So 3 times 1. Well, that's all there is. So is that going to work? Let's see. X and x is x squared. 1 times negative 1, negative 3 is negative 3. 1x minus 3. Minus 3, minus 2. So that's the right one. That factor out the negative 2 first from everything. So negative 2 times that is that. Negative 2 times 5 is that. Negative times that is that. So now 6. Could be 6 and 1, 2 and 3. We say 3 and 2. So does that work? Let's check it. P times p is p squared. P times 2 is 2P, and 2 and 3 is 5. Last and last is the last. So that works okay. Difference in squares. A squared minus B squared. That's what we're going to use. So 4x squared and 9y squared, because that gives you those numbers, and then that looks like the formula: 4x plus 9y, 4x minus 9y. This one, take the square root of both sides. Square root of 36 is plus or minus 6. Square root is just x plus 7. X plus 7 is negative 6, or x plus 7 is 6. X minus 7, x plus 7 minus 7, so it makes minus 13. X plus 7 minus 7, so x is negative 1. Solve by factoring. Break it up. 1 times 7, that's all there is. So does that work? Let's see. Z minus 1, z plus 7. Negative times that is negative 7. That times that is z squared. 7 minus 1 is 6. Yep. So z minus 1 equals 0. Z plus 7 equals 0. Plus 1, z. And minus 7, z is minus 7. Another factor. Let's go ahead and possibilities. Let's try 9, 8. Does that work? Let's see. M times m squared. M times that's negative 9. That times that's 8. So that times that's negative 22. Does that give you 8 minus 9 is 91? Yep. So m plus 8 is 0. M minus 9 is 0. Plus minus 8 minus 8. M equals negative 8. Plus 9, so m equals 9. Let's see this one. Find the equation of a line that has point and slope. Point slope formula. We have a slope. We have a point. Put it in this formula right here. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we have y minus 3. 2 times x minus 3. That's 2x minus 6. Add 3, so y equals 2x minus 3. This one, since find the slope and y-intercept. Solve for y. Get minus a minus x, y equals that, or rewrite it. So now we have y equals negative x plus 5. So this is the slope. The slope in front of that is the negative 1. You can do it like this if you want to. And the slope is right there. Okay, slope. Now, put the numbers in there. Put 0. Put 0 in the formula. So put 0, we get 0 plus 5 is 5. Put a 1 in there. Negative 1 plus 5 is 4. So we got 2 points. Connect the little dots right there. Draw the line. So we know that we have the y-intercept. We have the slope. So we're done. Find the slope. Well, x equals 1 means x is always 1. So x is 1, 0, 1. 2 little dots, connect them. And then the slope, as you see, there is no slope. Does not. Okay? That's the graph of x equals 1.